In this video, I will show you just what an augmented matrix is and how we use matrices to represent systems of linear equations. We're going to use matrix notation for that, and the matrix used to represent a system of linear equations is called an augmented matrix. And in writing the augmented matrix for a system, the variables of each equation must be on the left-hand side of the equal sign and the constants on the right-hand side. If a variable does not appear in the equation, it has a coefficient of 0. So here's what we have to do first. 9x minus y equals 0, so we have the variables on the left in that equation. But in this equation, the variables are not on the left. We have a constant right here. We have to move that constant. Negative 9x plus y is equal to 18. So to write an augmented matrix for this, we just write it as, we put brackets like that. We see we have 2 rows of, and we're going to have 3 numbers. We just peel off the coefficients. It's that easy. So 9 is the entry in the first row, first column. Negative 1 is the coefficient of the y. We're going to put a little line here representing the equal sign. And then 0 is the constant on the right side. So this first row, 9, negative 1, 0, corresponds to the coefficients of each of the terms up there in the first row. And then the second row, you might already be able to tell this. We've got negative 9, positive 1, and positive 18. So that's it. That's an augmented matrix where we have 2 rows, 3 columns, and the entries to the left of the vertical line represent the coefficients of the variables. And then I would urge you to try this one on your own, see if you can predict what I'm going to write. First row corresponds to all the coefficients. So we can see all the variables are on the left-hand side of the equal sign, all the constants on the right. So it's ready, this system of linear equations is ready to go ahead and place the coefficients and the constants in our augmented matrix. So we have our first row, 4, 5, 3, and 32, 9, 9, 8, and 84, 6, negative 2, 7, and 82. That's it. Well, let's do one more problem here while we're in this video. For this problem here, for number 5, we're supposed to write the system of equations associated with the augmented matrix. Do not solve. And so since we have 2 rows and we can see 2 entries in each row to the left of the vertical line, we're just going to use the coefficients, 6, and we're going to use the variables, x and y here. 6x plus 7y equals 85. It's not necessarily needed that you put x and y. You can pick any letters, or you can x1, y, x2, and things like that. But we'll just choose x and y to keep it consistent. And then our second row would be 6x plus 2y equals 110.